Hello everybody, welcome to video number 14 in the tutorial series Intro to Charting and Behavioral Sciences. We started a new arc focusing on hybrid charts, and that's what we're going to do today. To start with, full disclosure, there are some quirks to working with Excel that are just something that you learn by trial and error, and one of those is particularly true in the case of hybrid charts. In the example we reviewed in the last tutorial, it is easier to change a bar chart into this scatter plot type of data than it is to change a scatter plot data into a bar chart. And that largely is, I believe, related to how it handles the x-axis. Because by default, a bar chart is going to treat an x variable like a category, and that's not always the case for the scatter plot data we use. That's not really information you need to know, but it's interesting. So to get started making this hybrid plot, we're going to insert a chart, and we're going to do a 2D column. And we're going to add all of our variables as 2D columns. That seems kind of silly, but we'll go over why that is in a sec. So our series name for the first one would be our baseline. And we'll select all of the data. We'll add our treatment data. Add our functional communication response data. And lastly, we'll add our integrity data. And you'll see after I add this in, it's going to look a little bit crazy. Now, right off the bat, you're probably thinking, what the hell? I can't even see any of the other data, because this data, it ranges from 0 to 100, and for the most part the other data only ranges from 0 to like 3. But that's okay. What we could do here is tell Excel that we just need to put this on a different scale so that we could see everything kind of in its own range. And it's actually pretty easy. We'll just click on this integrity data, and we'll format the data, and we can plot this on a primary axis. This is 0 to whatever, or we can give it we can put it on some secondary axis. So if we press secondary, what we see is this treatment data is kind of it's shown in the range here of 0 to say 120, and everything else is shown on this scale between 0 and 4 something. So that helps put everything in the same context. Now that's not super helpful right now, but we'll show you why we did that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to select some of the other data we have, and what we're going to do is, once we have, this is FC, we're going to go to chart tools and into the design tab, and for this data we have, what we want to do is, actually we can go in here, we could select change the series chart type. So for this series of data, these FC data, we want to modify it. Now this is new to 2017 Excel. The same methods exist before, but what we would do is we would go to the one we're interested in. This is FC, and right now it's showing it as a column, but we're thinking we really want to see that as that scatter plot with line charts we see from before. So we're just going to go and scroll down to scatter plot, XY scatter with lines. I'm going to pick that. And then we see that that one's aligned now. The next one we're going to do is we're going to pick, here's the treatment data. We're going to do the same thing. I'm going to go to change series chart type. Go to treatment data. Go into scatter, XY scatter with lines. That's that. And I'm going to do the same thing for the baseline data. Go to XY scatter. Now, right off the bat, things kind of look like they make a little bit more sense now. It's a little bit easier to tell which type of data might actually relate to which axis. And we can actually make that a little bit clearer in how we style the chart. But for now, let's save that for the next tutorial. So for now, congratulations making your first hybrid chart. In the next tutorial, we'll work on styling this type of figure and making it a little bit more clear and consistent. But for now, check the website, subscribe to the channel, and see you guys next time.